Yeah. Oh, and we're live. Okay. So, first period, I teach AP statistics. And I have 25 students on that roster. 14 were absent.
14? It's skip day.
I know. That's what they told me. They were like, oh, it's senior skip day. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Ridiculous. So, knowing that it was senior skip day, what's up? And he just throws it with a declaration. Okay. You didn't actually have to bring it in. You just take pictures of it.
No, but I got it.
Okay.
I did it yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about it.
I got you. Well, hold on. Let me finish my little spiel, and then we'll talk about, Anyway, so since I figured, I'm like, oh, well, first period, I had 14 people out, like out of 25. I'm like, how many people am I going to have out in second period? Because like half the class is seniors. But here you are. I only have, according to this, it looks like I only have like one person absent. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. Wait. Yeah, if you look up the name James Markey on Google, you will find a famous trombone player. That is not me.
Look up James Markey aerobics.
Look up James. Yeah, well, you can find me a lot there, of course. Yeah, but anyway.
At least 4 times.
So my goal for today was kind of twofold. I'm like, okay, I had to modify some stuff based on thinking that I was going to have a ton of people absent, but now it turns out I only have one person absent. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm still going to proceed with the modified plan that I had. So number one, you have a project due for me on Friday. I am going to allow a certain amount of time of this class period to, if you need to jump on that, if you need to continue working on that, then yes, by all means, I would give you a little bit of time today to work on that project. There are some people who have worked on it extensively. There are some people who are done with their projects and have already turned them in. He just waved at me. But I'm just saying, if that's the case, fantastic, great. The other half of the plan is I have some more Enigma project ciphers for you. But I ran into a little bit of a stumbling block because one of the Enigma project ciphers that Liston gave me didn't make sense to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I was working on it, and I had like pages and pages of notes for myself, just trying to like muddle things out. And then eventually I go to Liston, and I'm like, what the heck is with this one Enigma? And he's just like, oh, it was this. I'm like, that's nothing that I was doing. And he's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, So I figured we could possibly take a look at that one today and work through it. But other than that, if you do have your projects done, I do have some other basic Enigma project stuff that I want to show you. So we'll figure that out. Side note, my school YouTube channel now has a warning against it.
Why? How?
Because he's streaming the movie.
Oh, copyright.
I appealed it. Just saying. It was an awesome thing. It told the story of the. I mean, you weren't here. You were doing your ASFAB, right? Yeah. It told the story of the Enigma machine from World War II.
This is awesome stats right here.
Yeah, it is. Kidding me? Look how many competitions I've been to. Yeah. Here, I'll show you one thing. Okay, so for those of you that are online, they're freaking out over my Rubik's Cube stats. So on here is my speedrun.com profile. Yeah, it is the site. Anyway, You can see right here, I got a world record in Wrecking Crew 50 phases. Got that about a couple weeks ago. When you get like a record or a top 3, you get like little symbols right there. Kind of cool. My son and I did Untitled Goose Game 2-player. It took us like an hour, but we got on the list. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was pretty good. Donkey Kong, Marble Madness. There you go. This is my world record that was taken away from me. I'm a little upset over that, but I had both world records in those categories. Wait, what? Oh, no. This is called a Capcom Gold Medal Challenge 92. The Tetris world record is insane. I'm nowhere near that. And then Mario Bros. The original Mario Bros. I beat in about 5 minutes.
What is the challenge for the Tetris record?
The Tetris record is getting to 100 lines. Finishing 100 lines as quickly as possible. Yeah. It's kind of nice. But some of these games are pretty sick. Like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, I could have done a lot better at that one. Whatever. Mario Odyssey is obligatory. You just got to play it, you know. I could do a lot better. I could probably get that down to like an hour 20.
I mean, it is a pretty long game.
I know. My next couple of goals is to better my Mario 3 time. I do Mario 3 warpless. Warpless is like just basically you go through it as quickly as possible, but you do not use any warp whistles. And the other one that I'm working on is DuckTales.
Whoa.
Yes, the original DuckTales. Anyway, back to this. Oh, it's me with a beard and a bow tie. Anyway, those are just 2 of the things that I'm involved in. Yes. So anyway, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to post the Enigma project, the next few ciphers that I want to put up there that I want you guys to work on. I want to show you the one that I had trouble on. Maybe we can work on that one together first. Then, with the remainder of the time that we have, as I said, I'm going to give you the 2 options. 1, continue working on those projects if you need to work on them. Or number 2, you have these Enigma ciphers to get done, which are oh so nice. So let me get them posted, and then we'll move forward with this. So let's see.
Yeah, let's beat Mr. Marquis Mario 3 then.
Sure, do it. Do it. Give it a shot. I dare you.
I can't use. Isn't emulating illegal?
No, perfectly acceptable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think in some, you're not allowed to emulate.
Some, but if you look at there's rules. There are rules that you have to do for each of them. I'll show you some at another time. But let's see. I wanted to give you the book number 1, the Caesar shift cipher, the pig pen, the number plate and frequency analysis. There we go. So, actually, hold on, cancel that real quick. Classwork. I'm going to put it under classwork.
What is this, parts 8 through something?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Giving students assignment speedrun.
8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. This is Enigma project 8 through 12. Now, I'm not going to let this interfere with the project that is due on Friday, so I'm going to say that these are due Monday.
Did you ever give us the answer for number 5?
I did. You weren't here for that. You were taking ASFAB. But let me post this first. This was done in class and on your own. These are due Monday by 2 p.m. Assign. There we go. So Enigma number what? 5?
Yes.
Theory of parallels. Theory of parallels. That was the one with the phone, with the cell phone thing, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, just for the sake of argument, number 6 was Arabic speaker. Number 7 was frequency analysis. And then here we are with 8 through 12. Now, I'll just kind of go through them one at a time with you. Number 8 looks more complicated than it actually is, but if you follow the directions, it works out quite nicely. Number 9 is a Caesar shift cipher. Now, I included an extra little thing right here, a website that you could use, perkley.com/cipherwheel. Hold on. Perkley, come on. Perkley.com/cipherwheel. This cipher wheel is actually really sweet. Instead of actually creating your own paper cipher wheel, look what you can do. Yeah, it's really nice. But the thing is with this Caesar cipher that you have right here, they don't tell you what the key is. You don't know what the key is. You have to discover what the key is, and then once you do, you can decipher the whole thing. Then, very nice Pigpen cipher. We've done Pigpen ciphers before. This one actually is a repeat. The answer to this one is a repeat of an answer that you've done before. So don't be surprised when you're like, wait a minute, we already knew that one. Yeah, I know. But that's Pigpen. This is the one that I felt like, wait a minute, Liston is pulling my chain. We're going to work on this one together. We're going to figure this one out.
They all add up to 70.
No, I know. Well, and then there is this one with frequency analysis. This is a blast from the past, one that we've already done before. Frequency analysis, just trying to figure out, okay, what is the alphabet that is used in order to do this? What letters used most often? Single letters, could be A or I. Try to look for the word the, try to look for the word and, things of that nature. That's frequency analysis. But number plates is the one that I want to work on. Number plates is the one I want to work on. What is this? I got an email. Okay, cool. Good. No, I just sent out a ton of emails yesterday, and I'm finally getting responses back to them. Wait, who in the what? Is he okay?
No, this is only senior year.
What is this book thing makes so little sense.
The book thing?
It's so much work for such a silly product.
I know. We'll figure that out. But like I said, what I want to work on is the number plate one. So I'm going to open that one up, and I'm going to make that one big so we can take a look at it. Sky, I see you right there. Sky, email me separately, and we'll talk about that at another time. So number plates. Now, again, like I said, number plates, this is the one where I had to go to Liston, and Liston explained something to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, but that's not what I was doing. So it says number plates are used to code information about where the car was made and how old it is. I have invented a number plate cipher. In this cipher, the number plate R903 NTF adds up to 70. Yeah. Using the same cipher, these number plates also add up to 70. So I guess the general idea being that each letter represents a number, either a single digit or double digit. In this cipher, you treat every character that is a digit or a letter as separate. Numbers are simply added together. For example, and this is where my confusion started to come into play. For example, in the first number plate, 974 is 9 plus 7 plus 4. And I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean the first number plate? So I go back to the first number plate, and I'm like, I see the 9, I don't see the 7 and the 4. What is he talking about? So I'm like, okay, let me scroll down and see what the heck is going on with this. Maybe. Clue. Letters are translated into numbers in an organized and systematic way, so that if you know the value of F and H, you not only know the value of G, but can easily work out all the rest of the alphabet. Now, what that says to me is like when we were able to figure out a mono alphabetic cipher, if we knew a couple of the letters, whether it be by keyword or Caesar shift, we could easily extrapolate what the rest of the alphabet was supposed to be. So for example, completely making this up, give me a number. 7, I'll go 7. if F is 7 and H is 9, then we should be able to figure out that G is 8. That's what he tried to explain to me when it says that it was translated in an organized and systematic way. So it's not just random, so to speak. Crack my cipher and work out the numeric values of each letter. Then discover the missing letters in the number plates below to gain a clue to the identity of the enigmatic character. Now, this is where it gets really really interesting to me. If we were able to crack that, check out this last part. The first part of each number plate, and this is just for the last two right here, but the first part of each number plate gives the year that the enigmatic character was born and died. So they were born, it kind of looks like, it could be 1800 and 1873, but that means that B and D are like different letters. But I don't think it was the 1800s then. You know what I'm saying?
They're using the BC years.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But then look at the end. It says the 3 letters at the end of each number plate are the international airport codes for the 2 cities where the character was born and where they died. It throws like an extra little twist to it. Yeah, I really, really hope. And I'm going to send this to Liston and wait, what? It's a little bit of a story. Yeah. Well, that's the whole point. All the clues, all the answers that you've been getting up to this point is the story of who this character is.
Wait, what? The whole time? Josh, I thought we were solving stuff. Yeah, I thought we were figuring it out at the beginning.
Yeah.
Need these answers. I was reading that.
Hold on. Here's some of the answers so far. Mathematician, philosopher, house of wisdom, codes and ciphers, theory of parallels, Arabic speaker, frequency analysis. All of those clues are relating to one person. Yeah. It's probably Batman. Yeah. So this is kind of where I got stuck. Because when I was looking at this thing, I was trying to figure out, okay, each letter represents a number, but they add up to 70 somehow. So some of these letters could represent 2-digit numbers.
What if he's 70 years old?
I mean, it could be. Well, he's dead.
Oh. What it? He was then.
Ah,
At one point he was like, no.
maybe.
Maybe, unless he died earlier.
It's true. But each of these should add up to 70. And again, this is where I got stuck because I'm just like, what the heck, Liston, are you talking about? You know? So I ask you, what do you suggest?
I feel like Liston may have made a small mistake.
And do you feel that way because of this little clue down here?
Yeah.
Is it possible that 7 and 4 are 2 numbers that are within that cipher? Should I call him over and have him explain it to us?
Could be 974.
No, but not in the index. So it can't be.
Well, no, because that's a number, that's a letter. They're the same thing, but not the same thing.
Wait, so can the letters be the same as the numbers are there? Like it can
I see what you're saying.
also be L.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't say it doesn't be. Never mind.
Not maybe
Well, let me kind of work you through what I started to do with this thing. I'm just like, okay, well, each of these letters added up. I started doing stuff like this. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's look at this bottom one. 3, 9, and 4. Clearly, that adds up to what? 16, right? So if 3, 9, and 4 add up to 16, I should take the microphone with me. If 3, 9, and 4 add up to 16, I took 16 away, and that means that x plus n plus b. If I took 16 away, that means that is 56. That's a B. This is where I was kind of setting up little systems of equations for myself. And then I did the same thing here, T plus F plus S plus N. Is it 59? Yeah, it's 59. And then S plus T plus K plus a B equals 52. And then R plus S plus H. Did I miss one? L. I want to do L first, yeah. L plus, it doesn't matter the order, I just want to put them in order. Equals 57. Now, the reason why I'm kind of leaving that top one blank temporarily is simply because, like what you were saying down here, this doesn't make sense for the first plate. It doesn't make sense for any of those plates, this clue that they gave, even though the clue does say in the first number plate.
I think the numbers do repeat. Because there's a 4, but there's also a number.
Like here?
Yeah.
And there's no 7 anywhere, except for the 70. But I go back to this clue about the organized and systematic way. Haha, nice.
If these add, you can't get 70.
Unless some of the letters count for larger numbers. Like, I'm just going to make this up, like X is equal to like 30 or some junk like that. That's the only way that it could actually work out. No quitting. There's no quitting. You're going to cut?
I'm graduating early. Sorry, guys.
Say what now?
Just himself, he's scared. But he said he's that 210.
Yeah. So this is the alphabet right here. Now, like I said, because of that statement, it says that letters are translated into numbers in an organized and systematic way. So that if you know the value of F and H, you not only know the value of G, but can easily work out the rest of the letters. Meaning, again, like I said before, if, and I don't know if this is true, but if F is equal to 7 and H is equal to 9, then clearly we know G is equal to 8. That is the organized and systematic way, if that were to be the case.
So it have to be double digits.
Yeah, there are 26 letters. There should be 26 different numbers.
Try putting 1 in for A and just 1
You just want to do that?
Well, I mean, no.
Maybe we'll see how far off we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, what I was thinking was just like kind of picking, like, okay, B, for example. Pick a number for B and then kind of work your way up to N to see what N would have been and then what X would have been and see how close we get to 56. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's just do that. So for those of you in the chat, what he just suggested was, why not just let A equal 1, B equal 2, I'm assuming, work our way down from there. We'll get all these double-digit numbers and see how close we get. All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do you guys know what numerology is?
It's it. That's it. Heard of a lot of that's it. I just did the first one. That's it.
Are you kidding me?
That's it.
Yes!
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. The first thing he thought of. Literally the first thing.
Okay, I'm going to check this in a minute. Let's talk about numerology first. You guys can't see it, but apparently Josh may have been absolutely correct with his guess. I'm picking this. I don't know if he made this. But anyway, so numerology is the study that like certain numbers hold like meaning and possibly power and knowledge and things of that nature. Like numerology is like, you look at the, okay, this is a silly example, but you look at the flag of the United States. If you knew nothing else about the flag of the United States, you would see something like, okay, I could count up the number of stars, I could count up the stripes and things of that nature. And those numbers would hold some kind of significance towards the history of our country or something along those lines. And they kind of hide those numbers within things that they build and that they create. And that these numbers kind of like tell a story and hold dark secrets sometimes. It's a weird kind of thing, like the number of points and windows on the Statue of Liberty, and it's like kind of a menacing story behind it. I'm not really a huge fan of numerology, but there are certain things that are built into architecture and things of that nature. So hold on. You said you did it with the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So R, if we do it this way, R would be 18. 18 plus 9 plus 0 plus 3 plus N would be 14, T would be 20, and F would be 6. Now, I'm just going to double check this, make sure he is on the right page. There's 14, 20, and 6. Wait a minute. Did I miss a number? Oh, yeah, I totally missed a number. 9, 3, 14, 20, and 6. 70. Holy crap. All right, hold on. L is 12. R is 18. S and H are 19 and 8. 19 and 8. So that should equal 57, right? 12, 18, 19, and 8. 57.
I'm so happy right now.
All right, so basically that was a fluke. Meant to throw us off. Someone hates us. Because that matters nowhere.
Well, the reason why I was able to figure out that, like, that idea of this clue was because of the way that they said organized and systematic way, Okay.
Why is that even there? It just throws us off.
Let me check one more. Let me check the one at the bottom, the X. So X is 24, 14, 14, and 2. And that should give me 56. 24, 14, 14, and 2. Wait a minute. I said 54. Did something mess up? Oh, I wrote down the wrong number. This should be a 54. Because it's what's 3 and 9 and 4? 16, and then subtract that off 70. You get 54. He said, yeah. So it does work. Your code works, Josh.
Well, guys, I figured it out.
Now we don't know if that is the same cipher or.
Well, let's see what happens.
I think we solved the
Yeah, I'll give you a copy.
Some could have
My word. So, knowing this information, according to this, the first part of each number plate gives the year the character was born and died. Okay, so 2800, and then A blank F, and then 4873 B blank W.
Well, A is 1. 1 and then F is 6.
Yeah, and that has to add up to 28, right? And then so that'll give us the clue as to what the question mark is. It's just that these 4-digit numbers are throwing me off. How is that the year the dude was born and died?
I think it's nonsense. Like, that's a clue. Because that seems to be a pattern in this.
It doesn't say how many of the numbers. It just says the first part of each number plate gives the year. We're assuming it's a 4-digit year, but it doesn't have to be a 4-digit year.
Who
Oh, okay.
You get 17. You add those up.
Okay, yeah. 2 plus 8 is 10.
2816.
And then A and F, 7. 17. Yeah, so it's 11. So you're right. It's got to be K. So this has got to be AKF. We'll search what that airport code is in a minute. And then the last one, 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 is 22. 54 minus 22 minus the B value and minus the W value. I get a 7. That's G, right? Are those like legitimate airport codes? They better be. Otherwise, Josh, you got to figure out a new cipher.
Well, that's the AKF is the American Kidney Fund. So
Let's try. Hold on. Airport code AKF. Kufra.
Ooh.
Kufra Airport in Al Jaf, Libya.
Sounds like they speak, what is it, Arabic there?
Yeah, they do.
Whoa. I'm gonna beat you, Josh. Why don't you just throw something at me? I feel hurt. My feelings.
Hold on, let me write this down. So AKF is in this place called Al Jaf, Libya. And then what was the other code? BGW. Baghdad.
Baghdad, Libya. Yeah, makes sense.
No, Baghdad is not in Libya.
I know. That's the problem.
The dude may have moved.
Forcibly moved.
That's true. The thing that's throwing me off now is just the year. The thing that's really throwing me off is the year. Like it says that the first part of each number plate gives the year that the character was born and died. It's like if you go 2 digits, it's like 28 to 48. The dude only lived 20 years.
Well, I mean, if it's in the year 28, then people didn't really live that long now, did they?
What if it was 28 BC to 48 AD?
That is true.
That could be. Well, yeah, he did say, BC to AD or something like that, I mean, it could be. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look this up, actually, and ask Liston what the heck is going on with that. But those are the 2 plates at the bottom.
You know who the dude is? Or,
Oh, I do,
oh, you do?
but I'm not giving that away.
Just,
I know who the dude is. I'm just trying to look at these clues and see how they relate. No, he wouldn't do that to me. That's awesome.
Hey,
Well, technically, he spoke Aramaic, not Arabic.
I don't think he was born in Libya.
Well, yeah, he was born in Bethlehem.
Born in Bethlehem.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm at least 99% sure.
Okay, you got one thing right today. And you're like, let me get the rest of this done.
yeah, that's it. I'm going home now. This is all needed.
Oh my gosh.
This is whole ego for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out. This one doesn't need to-
So, this is why I wanted to spend time together on this one right here. It's going to be a little difficult to read. Snap. All right, hold on. Let me rewrite this. Let me rewrite this a little bit better. So the answer for this one, the airport code AKF, that's a K in the middle. That's weird. AKF was Al Joff Libya, and BGW is misspelled it, Baghdad, Iraq.
I like how there's like a small enough delay, and like it just looks like a letter there.
It looks like a what?
Like when you write, the letter just like.
Oh, I'll show you something in a minute. It's actually really cool. And then the two numbers, 2800 to 4873. Again, we got to figure out what that means, but I'll look that up another time. Lista didn't give me all of this information. He just gave me the Enigma thing, and I'm like, don't worry, I'll figure him out. You know?
Yeah, I figured it out too.
Right. So keep track of that for your Enigma project, and obviously the other ones you're going to be working on, on your own, but I'm going to walk you through a couple of clues for some of them, because I know you said the book one was kind of weird, but that's not the one I want to talk about. Here, we'll show you this, Josh. Ready? Check this out. I'll draw a circle, right? Now watch this.
That is cool.
Oh. It's the little things in life. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, back to this. So that was the license plate one. Like I said, you do have a frequency analysis one, which is a blast from the past. A pigpen one, which, like I said, this is a repeat clue. But it's just, I like doing the pigpen one. They're like super quick to get done. This one is a Caesar wheel, but again, use that website, perkley.com/cipher wheel, in order to get it done quickly. Because what this project is assuming is that you actually built one by hand, like out of paper. But it's like, those get bent, those get broken. Let you do an online one, you know? Then there's this book one, which when I read this the first time, I was like, wait a minute, is that what those codes really mean? Or is that how those codes actually work? And apparently it's the truth. Yeah. The ISBN numbers, they're unique to every book that's ever been printed. Yeah. Pretty sick. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave you to work on those. Now, in the meantime, like I said, if you do need time to work on your project, if you have time to work on your project now, that'd be fantastic, because you have roughly 15, 20 minutes or so. Obviously, some of you already have it done, but you can do that research, or you can begin working through these Enigma ciphers. So, what's this? I'm sorry, Sky. My intention isn't to do that to your brain.
It's because he's Josh, not because he's Andrew. All right.
You guys should subscribe to my personal YouTube channel, though, because every now and then, for my personal one, every now and then I do live streams of video games. I try to.
He fails sometimes.
Hey, he's ranked 2,382nd Mario Bros. Odyssey.
Hour 40. Or whatever. World record's like 57, 58 minutes. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Someone wants to be first.
Ah!
He's got to grind.
Yeah, but I don't have time to grind. The people who typically get these world records are ones who can like actually have the time to spend all those hours on it. I do this casually.
This guy's like your size. He's got like a job.
Yeah. Anyway, back to work.
Greg. Greg is stenography language. Mr. Mark, did you know that there's a stenography language called Greg?
That's awesome.
Yeah, very.
I'm gonna look that up.
Y'all know Greg.
Stenography or steganography?
The one that we're not learning,
Oh, the one that we're not learning. Now I don't want to look it up.
but it's called Greg and it's a language, so it's pretty cool.
I wonder what the dude's name is. Yeah, speak Greg. Speak Greg.
Well, I don't think you can actually speak Greg. It's more writing.
Yo, can you write Greg? Can you write
Line, circle, parentheses.
If you have that in some like good school, someone who can read Greg is like, who should?
It's like the
You just Christian. Fucking Greg.
bro.
Nice Greg.
Oh, if it's around. Do you forget how a door is open?
Yeah. Yeah. We could do it. Try to be as smart as possible. No, it didn't.
Use it back.
What is it doing?
Is it word search? Typography?
It depends on how you do it. It's like the code is in plain sight, but it's being, what's the word? Not necessarily hidden, but like disguised almost.
If you put spaces in between, it's 100 people only know if you tell them.
sense, but it's a message. Right. Whether it's full color, I don't know.
I don't know this counts, but what if I like put a bunch of words on a piece of paper, but not all the words are different colors? But like the ones that are like red are the red words.
See what happens. You can probably do that like easily on a computer, let's say, right? Like yeah, because obviously I wouldn't want you to take like an hour or 2 hours writing out like a sentence with all these different colored pens or markers or something like that. Well, keep in mind you only have about 20 seconds.
I'll do that tomorrow.
No, I apologize. You do actually have about 4 minutes.
Darn again.
Then I guess I'm gonna take one.
Well, I'm having no service, so I can't turn in the project. That's I don't mini project.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Marky, another fun fact. Did you know that signal blocking is a federal offense? So whoever thought that was a good idea at this school had to catch a federal charge.
Huh, interesting. You know, there is such a thing as freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
You can't say whatever the heck you want when you're inside this building now.
Yes, but it is illegal even in schools. So
You sure?
Yeah.
How's that?
Google. Can't
So,
do it.
oh, Google.
You can't do it. It's a public building. You can't,
Google.
you can't block signals anywhere. You can't even legally purchase a signal blocker. I don't know how they figured one in this school. I don't know how they did it.
You know, there's signal blocking paint that we can use.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
Why not?
It's not cool.
But who would know if I did that?
Us.
Who would know that I painted these walls like 12 years ago and no one ever found out?
I would lick the walls until my RQ started dropping, and then I'd figure it out.
Well, once that does happen, I think Google will make more sense.
Yeah, Josh.
Wait, what?
You just said the school is 17 years old.
Yeah, but I started working here 12 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the school was made in 2004.
That's true, but this wing of the school wasn't built in 2004.
Wait, the school wasn't built like this?
No.
Here, look out the window real quick.
I thought it was all like this.
Look out the window real quick. Do you see on the far left of this open space, you see how there are these spots that look like they're a brick that filled in?
Yeah.
Yeah, those used to be windows.
Oh. Dang, I didn't know the school was like.
Dude, the C wing didn't exist.
The hallway
When
is
it was first built.
classroom.
There's not a lot of options.
This wasn't a team.
Yeah, it wasn't. And in fact, when you walk from A wing to C wing, there is a noticeable change, not only in the connection slope, it kind of goes down just like a little bit, but also in temperature.
I'm going to walk to class and then I'm going to think about that.
Yeah.
Start falling.
Also, if you know the stairwell down by AB, the down, not that one, but that one down there, it's very weird because originally those doors led to the outside.
Is that why they're doors? I never realized why they're like doors.
Yeah, there's an extra set of doors that just take you inside the building still.
Yeah. I got confused.
Yeah.
Why are these doors here?
Anyway, I'm gonna sign off on the live stream. Sky, I did reply to your email. If it helps, let me know, and we can talk about that another time. Email me back. I'll get back to you today. I'll see you guys later.